My friends, something extraordinary just happened in the United Kingdom. Something that should shake every government to its core. Something that proves one undeniable truth. When people stand together, they cannot be stopped. Prime Minister Keir Starmer thought he could force digital IDs on British citizens. He thought he could quietly slip this mandate through. He thought wrong. Thousands of people flooded the streets. They said no. And guess what happened? The government backed down. This is not just a UK victory. This is a victory for humanity. This is a warning shot to every government trying to build digital prison walls around their citizens. Today, we're going to expose what's really happening. We're going to show you the biblical prophecy unfolding before our eyes, and we're going to give you the courage to stand up and say no in your own country. Because friends, if we don't act now, we will lose everything. Let me paint you a picture. Just weeks ago, Prime Minister Starmer announced mandatory digital IDs for all UK citizens. The media called it progress. They called it convenient. They called it modern. But the British people saw through the lies. They understood what this really was: total surveillance, total control. A reporter asked the Prime Minister directly, "What happens to people who refuse to get a digital ID? Will they be fined?" And you know what he said? He tried to dance around it. He said, "No, it's not something you have to carry. There will be no fines. It will just make people's lives easier." Easier? Let me tell you what's easier about a digital ID. It makes it easier for the government to track every movement you make. Easier to freeze your bank account if you disagree with them. Easier to cut off your ability to buy food if you don't comply with their demands. The British people understood this. They created viral videos showing all their existing documents: driver's licenses, passports, national insurance numbers, utility bills, birth certificates. They asked the obvious question, why do we need another ID when we already have all of these? The answer is simple: control. And here's what's beautiful. Here's what gives me hope. The people didn't just complain online. They didn't just share memes. They went to the streets, thousands of them, with signs saying no to digital ID, and the government retreated. Friends, this proves something powerful. Proverbs 29:2 says, "When the righteous increase, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people groan." The British people refused to groan in silence. They roared, and wickedness retreated. But listen carefully. The UK battle is just one battle in a global war. Right now, as I speak, governments worldwide are racing to digitize everything. India, Pakistan, Europe, Africa, South America, everywhere. They call it financial inclusion. They call it modernization. But let me tell you what the Bible calls it. Revelation 13:16-17 says, "He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Does this sound familiar? Let me break down what's happening right now in 2025. Pakistan and India. By 2028 or 2030, 80% of all payments will be cashless. That means 80% of your survival will depend on a digital system that can be turned off at any moment. You think 80% doesn't affect you? Think again. Electricity, digital payment. Water, digital payment. Internet, digital payment. Transportation, digital payment. Groceries, digital payment. Just last week, the State Bank of Pakistan froze millions of digital accounts because people missed a biometric deadline. Millions of people woke up unable to access their own money, unable to buy bread, unable to feed their children. People laughed and said, "I don't have money in my account anyway. Let them freeze it." But they don't understand. In a cashless society, you won't be able to buy that bread from the bakery without your smartphone. You won't be able to get flour from the shop without digital payment. When everything is digital, they control your survival. And here's the terrifying part. This isn't the end point. Elon Musk and Bill Gates have both stated that by 2030, Smartphones will be obsolete. They will be replaced by brain-computer interfaces, chips implanted in your brain. You think I'm exaggerating? Look it up. They're openly saying this. The Bible warned us 2,000 years ago. No one may buy or sell except one who has the mark. For 2,000 years, this seemed impossible. How could every transaction be controlled by one system? How could survival depend on accepting a mark? Today, for the first time in human history, it's not only possible, it's being implemented. Now let me tell you what comes with cashless economies. Social credit scores. You've heard about China's social credit system, right? Where the government tracks your behavior and gives you a score, where your score determines if you can travel, if you can get loans, if your children can go to good schools. That system is coming everywhere, and it's coming with the cashless economy. Here's how it works. Every single transaction you make will be tracked. They'll call it carbon footprint monitoring. They'll say they're saving the planet. They will count how many meals you eat, how much electricity you use, how far you drive, how much meat you buy, and if you exceed their limits, your social credit score drops. And when your score drops below a certain level, your account gets frozen. You won't be allowed to buy extra food. You won't be allowed to travel unnecessarily. You won't be allowed to live freely. This is behavior control through starvation. This is psychological manipulation through financial blackmail. And let me ask you something. When your children are hungry, when your account is frozen, when you're told improve your social credit score or stay frozen, what will you do? Most people will comply. Most people will bow. Most people will take the mark rather than watch their children starve. This is not conspiracy theory, friends. This is biblical prophecy fulfilled. This is the mark of the beast system being built brick by brick, transaction by transaction. Jesus said in Matthew 24:21-22, "For then there will be great tribulation, such as has not been since the beginning of the world until this time. No, nor ever shall be. And unless those days were shortened, no flesh would be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days will be shortened." We are watching the infrastructure of tribulation being constructed. So what do? Do we give up? Do we accept defeat? Never. The British people showed us the way. When we stand together, when we refuse to comply, when we flood the streets and say no, governments retreat. Here's what you need to do right now. First, spread awareness. Share this message with everyone you know. Don't let people remain ignorant. Hosea 4:6 says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." Don't let your family be destroyed because they didn't know what was coming. Second, use cash. Every single day, use cash for as many transactions as possible. Tell businesses you prefer cash. Support shops that accept cash. Cash is power. Cash is freedom. The moment we abandon cash, we hand them complete control. Third, prepare to resist. The UK gave us the blueprint. When they try to force digital IDs in your country, take to the streets. Organize, protest, make noise. Let them know we will not comply. Fourth, strengthen your faith. Because friends, what's coming requires spiritual strength. Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places." This is a spiritual battle being fought in the physical realm. And here's the good news. Here's what keeps me going. The Bible tells us how this story ends. Revelation 18 describes the fall of Babylon, this evil system they're building. It says the merchants and the businessmen who got rich from this system will weep and mourn because in 1 hour, it will all be destroyed. 1 hour, God will bring down this entire digital prison in 1 hour. All these greedy people promoting cashless economies to get rich, they will weep. Because God's judgment is certain. God's justice is absolute. Revelation 19:11 says, "Now I saw heaven opened, and behold a white horse. And he who sat on him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he judges and makes war." Jesus is coming back. And when he returns, where will these controllers hide? Where will these architects of digital slavery run? Friends, we are living in the most critical moment in human history. The choices we make today will determine if our children grow up free or enslaved. The UK showed us that resistance works, that courage matters, that when ordinary people stand up, extraordinary things happen. So I'm begging you, don't be silent. Don't be passive. Don't wait until it's too late. Say no to cashless economies. Say no to digital IDs. Say no to the mark of the beast system. Say no to modern-day slavery. And say yes to freedom. Yes to faith. Yes to fighting for what's right. Because as Romans 8:31 promises, if God is for us, who can be against us? The battle is real, but so is our God. And our God has already won. Stand up, speak out, and may God give us all the courage to resist until the very end. This is the fight of our lives. Let's fight it together.